Mock me for not going to a strip club? Wait until your wife finds out. I work in software sales, and about 10 years ago, my company had this huge conference in Las Vegas. As a sales guy, I basically had unlimited spending on clients. Fancy dinners, bottle service, whatever. The only rule we had was absolutely no strip clubs on the company card, but guys found ways around it. They'd talk to the manager at the club and have the girls' tips added to the bottle service bill. Made it look like they just bought expensive champagne. I never did that though. Going to strip clubs with clients just felt unprofessional to me. There was this older guy at our company named Jim, mid-40s, typical sleazy sales type. He'd lie to customers, overcharge them, make promises he couldn't keep. The kind of guy who made everyone else's job harder but didn't care because he got his commission. And Jim went absolutely crazy in Vegas every year. He'd go to dinner alone but expense it saying some VP was there. He abused the strip club loophole constantly. The funny part? Jim had this super conservative wife back home, like she made their kids go to a Christian private school and they went to church every single Sunday. She absolutely hated his Vegas trips. Jim would tell us stories about how when he got home, his wife wouldn't even let him bring his suitcase in the house. He had to leave it in the garage by the laundry room. She'd wash all his clothes and then literally sanitize the washing machine after because she didn't trust where he'd been. On the last night of the conference, Jim organized a shuttle from one of the big strip clubs. He needed to fill seats to get free entry for the group. I'm standing there talking to one of my clients when Jim walks up and invites us both. I politely declined. That's when Jim started mocking me, right in front of my client. What's wrong? You scared of pretty ladies? You'd probably embarrass yourself the first time one touched you anyway. I kept my cool and just said, I don't want to go because I don't think it's professional. Jim laughed and walked away. My client and I just looked at each other and had another drink while making fun of what a jerk Jim was. But honestly, I was pretty annoyed he tried to embarrass me in front of a customer. After my client left, I decided to walk around the strip for a bit before heading to bed. I had an early flight the next morning. If you've been to Vegas, you know there are people everywhere on the sidewalk handing out these cards. They're basically ads for escorts. The workers aren't allowed to talk to you, so they just slap the cards together really loud to get your attention. After a few drinks, I started taking the cards people were handing me. I probably collected like 15 of them as I walked back to my hotel. The next morning, Jim and I ended up at the same gate waiting for our flight home. He looked absolutely terrible. He'd apparently stayed out until 3 or 4 in the morning and was completely hungover. I felt great and was definitely enjoying watching him suffer. At one point, Jim got up to go to the bathroom and asked me to watch his carry-on bag. The second he was out of sight, I pulled out all those escort cards from my pocket and stuffed them deep into the side pockets of his bag. A few weeks go by and I don't hear anything. Then one day, Jim comes into the office looking exhausted. He starts telling everyone this story about how his wife found these cards in his luggage when she was doing laundry. She completely lost it on him, started accusing him of cheating, called him a liar, the whole thing. Jim swears up and down to us that he never took any cards, that he doesn't remember getting them because he was so drunk. He's asking everyone if they believe him, looking for sympathy. Nobody really believed him though, because everyone knew what Jim was like in Vegas. The best part? His wife didn't believe in divorce because of their religion, but she made some serious changes to their life. They started going to church 3 times a week instead of just Sundays. They had weekly counseling sessions with their pastor. She basically put him on lockdown. Jim even had to quit his weekly golf league because his wife wanted him home more. Every time he complained about it at work, I just nodded along sympathetically while dying laughing inside. He mocked me in front of my client, so I made sure his wife kept him on a very short leash for the foreseeable future.